Hey everybody, welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites and hopefully add some awesome games to your backlog. I am back with Project Lazarus. We are jumping into a brand new area. I have not been to the desert yet. Finally got a win in the first area and figure let's keep going here. It's been a blast of a time playing this. Let's see a new area, maybe some new enemies, probably some new music. Liking it so far, and yeah, let's see if we can't evolve some weapons today as well. Be nice, wouldn't it? Been putting a lot of the do-re-mi to the weapons, and now we're starting out with a very powerful flamethrower, which is the way I like it. Got a lot of great comments on the last video, and more and more people are showing up saying, hey, I bought this game, and it's awesome. I'm having just a blast with it. Look at this. Look at this. Nice little set of stuff there. It's beautiful. Boy. Do we go Cosmic Guardian? I think so. So, in addition to that, with more people playing the game and diving into it, we're all kind of figuring things out along the way, and Rod Shaft showed up again in the comments and had some interesting things to say. It's Rod's feeling that only the top 4 slots can be evolved. Now, it didn't sound like we were sure on that piece. It'd been more of a thought at this point. But Rod said, the first mech that I'm playing as right now has 4 top slots available, and most of the other mechs, we're going chem tank. Most of the other mechs only have 2. So it'd be devastating if you could somehow manage to evolve 4 weapons. And I thought about that, and I said, yes, it would. And so, you know what? That's what we're going to try to do. I don't know if we'll be successful, but I am going to try to evolve as many weapons as I can in this run, and I don't know. We'll hope to also maybe squeak out a win. I'm excited to see if it's something different that shows up at the 20-minute and some change mark, let's call it. I do like a good machine gun upgrade. Wow. I'm liking how these are just grouped together here. Makes it easy to ramp up. So speaking of ramping up, we will, try to ramp up the weapons on top when we can. See if we can help confirm this thought. I am joined today by my trusty colleague that never lets me down and always picks me up, a cup of coffee. And it is a good cup today. This is another roast from Hansa Coffee Roasters. I believe they're out of Northern Illinois. And this cup has notes of strawberry, raspberry, and cacao nib. And it is delicious. And I'm going to steal again from Rod, because I'll tell you what, when he talked about the subjectivity of flavor profiles in coffee, I thought that was just such an intelligent way saying that. I just never heard of. I just never heard it put that way. The subjectivity of a flavor, right? And he was talking about the chocolates and vanillas and honeys of the world. You know, sometimes we see these flavor profiles listed on the coffee, and you take a sip and you go, I don't think so. You know, I know we've all been there before. But I thought that was very interesting, and you know, I agree. I totally agree. And I think that, you know, the fruit flavors tend to come out and be less subjective, let's say. Again, stealing shamelessly from Rod. So I appreciate you sharing that thought with us all. But this is a good cup. This is a real good cup. And I don't know if Hansa ships nationwide or not. You know what? I will pop the link to Hansa in the video description. That way, if they do ship to your area, we can all enjoy a similar cup. How about that? It's kind of fun to drink coffee with folks around the world. All right. Let's keep looking around here. I know the Silver-Tongued Devil has gotten out to some exploring when he's been playing this game, and has gotten to a point where he's also taking advantage of the topography, you know, so that you're not getting slammed from all sides by this nutty horde when it decides to go nutty mode. Because it does. I'll tell you that much. Okay, we need to find some enemies. I feel like I'm out on an island right now. I guess I'll grab a sip of coffee. It's an opportune moment. Okay. Oh, wow. Lots of canisters and stuff to be found in this area. I'm liking this so far. But I need some enemies in the area. Great way to grab some caverium too. We'll leave that guy out there because I don't need it right now. Full up. Okay, here's some folks. We're getting some like arcadey music. Remember when those were a thing? Okay, so we got the drone pod. This is another one that Rod had mentioned. The orbital strike, the drones, the Tesla coil, and the siege cannon, and then what he called the Orby thing. So we'll go with the drone pod this time. Why not, right? I don't really know what it does. I don't take it a lot. It looks like it shoots for us. That's cool. Yeah, arcades. Wow, what a time, you know? What a forgotten time. You know, I don't know about you if you have kids or you know, younger folks that you're around, family, friends. You know, I tell them of the forgotten age of arcades, you know, from back in the day, losing quarters on games instead of just being able to hit start over and over and over again, and you know, just grab a continue or 2 or 3 or you know, however many it takes. My kids are all like, yeah, okay, whatever. All right, that sounds neat. This came up a lot because the release of the recent Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, Shredder's Revenge. I played that with my 2 daughters, and you know, they're 9 and 11. So we talked about the arcade, and we talked about Oh, the Simpsons arcade game and the X-Men arcade game, which, by the way, quick aside here, if they ever announce a remake for the X-Men arcade game, I'll probably lose my mind. Because that game, oh my goodness, what a time. Incredible game. But yeah, I mean, growing up, we'd hit those places on the weekend, like if my brother and I behaved well, my parents would take us out to an arcade. I mean, you've heard of the Chuck E. Cheese's, the Showbiz Pizzas of the land. We'd hit those. And it was always a great time. Play some games, maybe try to get some tickets, right? I was always terrible at those ticket games. That was never really something I excelled at. But I just remember spending a lot of my coins on Simpsons arcade game, the X-Men arcade game, and the be a spaceship, shoot 'em up, bullet hell type games. The Gradiuses of the world. Really liked those. Let's put another in this drone pod and see what happens here. See, we were begging for the Horde, and now that the Horde's here, it's like, whoa, Horde, slow down a little bit, Horde. Let's give it a minute, Horde. Oh, let's grab this stuff. Whoa. There goes my armor. I don't feel like that magnet is extremely effective. Okay. And I liked the gun games as well. Where you had control of an actual physical gun that you'd point at the screen. The light guns. That's what I'm looking to say. The House of the Deads. What a glorious game House of the Dead is. All right, we're gonna go with Chem Tank. It is the mobile garlic of the world. Garlic, of course, from Vampire Survivors. Towards the end, I'd argue, of the arcade scene. Boy, these guys are not messing around anymore. Holy smokes. You got the games, and I'm trying to remember which one it was, because I had it on the Dreamcast where, it was actually a physical sniper rifle light gun. And that was a lot of fun, too. Boy, we got 44 health and 30 armor. We gotta keep rocking towards these health pickups down here, I think. Well, I'm hoping they're health pickups in these canisters, I guess. Come on, flamethrower. Come back on. There it is. There it is. Okay. Oh, boy. A lot of pickups up here. I see why they put all this stuff out there now. It's all making sense to me now. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Tough area. I know the emergency kit is the smart way to go, but we're just going to roll with it. Just going to... Oh, my goodness. Now we got... little flying disasters in the air here. Ooh. All right, we'll take the armor plating. It's not going to be enough. It is not. At least I don't think so. We're going to rock on towards this health, see if we can get that done. Oh my goodness. If I ever do an interview show of some kind, I'm going to force my guests to play games like this and answer questions. I think that would be fun. I've constantly thought about that while watching Hot Ones. If you've seen the Hot Ones wing-eating interview show, Sean Evans, he does a wonderful job. All right. Yeah, so let us know what you lost quarters to in the comments. I think that would be a fun discussion. All right, we're gonna go Tesla coil again. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay. Man, they are, tell you what, they're not holding back. We're gonna get a sip of coffee. We're gonna jump right back up on the horse, because that's what we do. All right, time for break. Oh, okay. New audio track. Cool. Retronica. Oh, what could go wrong? These sound nice. Okay. All right. Let's go to the armory. Hey, we brought back 9,000. I mean, we were picking up a lot of cavrium along the way. Okay. Probably a time to put points into this thing. I think it's good. Especially if we're going to try to stick with the top weapons. And, you know, I can be stubborn about things sometimes. So that's what we're going to try to do. Let's go new game again. And I'm going to go Lazarus again, I think. Let's do that. And we're taking it right to the desert. Boy, oh boy.
50.
You know, I know we talked a little bit about games at the arcade. There was a game. I never got to try it because this was when I was really young. wasn't tall enough. Didn't have the required strength either. But this was a game from Midway, I believe, and I'll talk a little bit about how I know that and why I think that in a moment. But it was a game where you'd put on a boxing glove, and the game gave you scenarios. So, you know, one of the scenarios was, you know, we're going to go pneumatics actually. One of the scenarios was, you know, you've got to rescue this person that's tied down to a train track. But the way you did that was by punching this well, it wasn't a punching bag, but it was, you know, kind of something that stood up, that was part of the arcade machine, that you would punch, and, you know, it would absorb the blow. And depending on how hard you punched it, you know, the game would determine, you know, if you were able to knock the train off the tracks, basically, right? And you had to, there were like 3 or 4 times that you had to punch in one of these scenarios. And we're going to go laser blaster because it's amazing. It was awesome, you know. So there was a train scenario, you know. I think there was something where, I don't know, there were like hostages in a building or something. You had to punch it a few times, and I think you actually knocked down the building. I don't know. You know, this is, we're really digging deep here. But the game was awesome, and so this is how I know a little bit more about it. And I think it was out of Midway because we had a family friend worked for Midway for a little bit, and I could have sworn that he had said, because I asked him about it, And he had said, yeah, you know, Goat, I know exactly the game you're talking about. And I don't think he was working for them when that game was out there in the wild, but they had to pull it because people were breaking their wrists playing that game for obvious reasons. You know, it was probably, I can imagine, like hitting a wall with a boxing glove, which, you know, for most of us, if you're not trained, that's probably gonna hurt. Probably gonna hurt. Might do some damage, and of course it did. But I'll tell you what, it was a really cool looking game. I liked watching people do it, you know, because I mean, it was like watching people at the carnival trying to win stupid bullshit for their girlfriend, right? I'll show everybody here how hard I can hit this thing with my mighty strength, and they did. And they did. They really walloped the shit out of it, some of these people. Yeah. For my enjoyment, at least. So anyway, yeah, that was a game. That was a game. We're going to go drone pod again. It looks like the drones fire some kind of homing shot. I'm doubting that the damage is very high, but I don't know. I mean, if we continue socking points in there, that might work out well. As I get the machine gun upgrade instead of the drone pod. I need more coffee. Keep up with what I'm saying here. All right. Yeah, so I think the magnet thing, it needs to be better. Do we want the laser or the... You know what? I'm going to go Tesla coil. I'd like to see a different weapon augmentation. We've gotten the orbital strike to happen in the previous video. I want to see something else get enhanced this time. So we're going to keep putting in to the weapons at the top. Because I think Rod is probably correct. All right. Yeah, we'll go Tesla. Well, now we're going to start seeing some biggins. Okay. Yeah, you know, if you're just looking to stock up on Cavrium, Cavrium, this is the place to do it. Just come here, spend some time here, take a trip, and you'll be able to get some upgrades. I mean, it's all over the place, and then they're, you know, grouping some stuff together. Oh, see, that Tesla coil, I think that has the capability to be good if it's upgraded enough. I mean, we're gonna try and see. All right. We don't need any armor. I like to leave stuff if I can, you know, if I don't need it right now. Sometimes I wonder with this game, I think that some of these sections where there's no enemies, I think maybe they go on for a tad bit too long. maybe? Does anybody agree? Hey, there's the magnet. Wow, we hit a good spot in terms of drops. I don't know why I can't pick that up. Oh, there it went. Alright, take these guys down. I don't know. You know, damage seemed like it was a problem later on. So let's do that. It's already at level 4, so I've sunk some points into it. Okay. You know what? It's been a minute since we popped one into the laser. Let's do that. I think I'm just playing by feel at this point. Like, oh, it's been a minute. Let's do one in there. We'll see if that comes back to bite me in the ass. I think it might. I guess that just means I'll have to play again. Alright. I don't love these options, so we're going to go with top shelf. And we'll go ahead and head towards these canisters over here and see what they got for us. Okay, get the magnet. A lot of cavrium. Holy smokes. Okay. You know, great to see you, flamethrower. Great to see you. I like what this Tesla coil's doing. I think we need to stack some more points into this. All right. And I mean from a meta progression standpoint with the Tesla. That way, when we get it, you know, going forward, it's already coming in a little bit stronger. All right. Well, let's go drone pod. You can just kind of go wide swath with the flamethrower. It's nice while it's active, and then when it's not, it feels like it's taking forever because you just get used to having it. All right, well, the magnet worked great that time. Let's reduce the reload time again. All right, wonderful. I feel like this is looking a little bit better, but they also haven't poured it on to the extreme yet. Go drone pod again. I wish the drones could also pick up the gems. Wouldn't that be nice? Be a nice evolution, maybe. That would probably be too OP, come to think of it. But I'd be okay with having nice things. Some of these games are just about, hey, how badly can you break them? Let's come up with just all the busted builds we can. That's why I like Seraph's Last Stand. If you've not played Seraph's Last Stand, This is a Space Invaders roguelike. Well, no, it's a roguelite. Let me correct that. There is a ton of meta progression to be found, and it's the helpful kind. But the dev of that game, you know, pretty much encourages, hey, just find the busted up builds. Have a good time with this, you know, get in there and just break the game. It's cool. I've had a great time with that one too, and that's another game where you're like, how does this cost what it does, you know? The dev on Seraph's Last Stand claimed that, you know, you'll get about 10 hours out of it. I can confirm that, at least for me, that has been wrong. I've had a ton of fun with that, and you know, many more hours beyond the 10 that was originally quoted. So yeah, I recommend that one too. We've got a video or two on the channel if you haven't seen it and want to give it a look. All right. Boy, these guys are starting to get through, which is going to be problematic. Need my drones to start doing their thing. Okay, let's see what the upgrade does. 9 damage, 5 capacity. I don't know why that says not applicable. Well, let's knock down the rate of fire. Oh, wait a second. This will add another shot. We're going Tesla coil. Okay. And, holy cow. I applaud these enemies for not wanting to give up. But if they could just slow down and just give me a moment to get an edge on them, that would be really appreciated. Take it they're not interested in that. Oh, now we're sealed in. All right. Well, I see a ton of gems. Chem tank. Yeah. You know, this might be right around the point where I bid it last time. Oh my goodness. Okay. We gotta just charge on through. Oh. Alright, got the emergency shield going. Okay. Let's do Tesla coil. Oh boy. The challenge I see with the Tesla coil is that it's not doing the damage numbers that we need it to. You know, when the horde just comes in. Wow. Okay. New high score. How about it? All right. So we got a lot of caverium here. Let's see. So let's put one in the flamethrower. Let's put I guess one in the laser. I was willing to go another. And what else? Well, the drone pod could, right? Oh, this one's really low. Okay. So it seems like the ones up top get really expensive, which leads me to also believe that Rod could be very correct. We'll go another in the reactor. I usually put points into that along the way. Okay. I think we need to go at this with a different mech at this point. I do like the regenerative armor thing, but this guy cannot spin his weapons around. 20 more experience. All right. We're going to go with the tombstone. We're going to see how this goes in the desert. It is going to be tough when the horde really starts in on us. You know, not being able to spin the weapons up. It could be problematic. We'll see. So it's going to be really important to... I wouldn't mind having this up top, but I also would like to see something different get evolved if we have an opportunity this time. So let's go flamethrower. Well, I already got it. All right, we'll go auto turret. The Silver-Tongued Devil was questioning the viability of the auto turret, and I'm with you, man. I don't know. I have some question marks on it as well. I think that I need to see it leveled up a little bit more to make a call on it. You know, if you're stuck and you've got the horde just coming at you like we have been over and over and over again in this area, I think it could be good. You know, if you get many auto turrets, they're all kind of sitting in the same spot, could be nice, could be helpful. All right. We are very slow starting out in this mech. It's extra evident when you're going from a speedier mech in a previous game. All right, we've got some stuff over there that we'll crawl on over to. A crawl might even be a generous way to describe what we're doing right now. I don't want the siege cannon. I don't want that either. You know, I didn't want either of these, but I suppose if I've got to make a choice, we're going to go Cosmic Guardian. We'll dump points into that along the way. You know, I got the flame cannon. I've got the laser. You know, so I did definitely get some of the things I want. I do like the AI core as well. I think that's important. Okay, let's grab that Cavrium. Perfect. The nice thing about this mech is that, you know, if you can stay out of trouble, you're just amassing armor until it maxes out. Okay. You know... Yeah, let's do auto turret. We need some damn pneumatics. Give us the pneumatics. We'll hang out by the turrets, too. Yeah, we'll go with the missile launcher. I put some points into that as well. It can be good. just leaving a spot for the pneumatics when they eventually show up. We will go chem tank. Just because we're going to be quite stuck in a smaller spot for the time being. Eventually the horde's going to turn on, as we know. I saw Meisuko show up in the comments. Always good to see him in the comments section. I'm sure he saw this and said, boy, I'm going to be playing this. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll see him do some art of the game. If you're not following Meisuko on Twitter, you should. MEISUKO. If you do the Twitters, you're going to want to follow him. He does some awesome art. And every once in a while, he'll do some video game art. And Meisuko has done some of the art that you see on the channel as well. He is tremendous. So give him a follow out there. I'm telling you, we got such a great community of folks. If you're new here and you like the roguelikes and roguelites, I would love to earn your subscription. I'll tell you what. Now you'll see in the contract that it's going to be my job to add games to your wish list and your backlog. So much so that your backlog will, you'll basically be creaking at the knees. Okay, this thing's going to be heavy. You're going to be, you know what it's going to be like? It's going to be like when you're picking up too much of that bullshit in Fallout, right? And you're like, oh man, it's a pot. I've already got 57 of them, but I'm going to grab this pot because I might need that pot at some point. Then the game's like, hey, you're over encumbered. That's how this is going to be. You're going to be over encumbered because your backlog is going to be just tearing at the seams. So that's what I can do for you. And yeah, I mean, if that doesn't sell you, then well, then I don't know what will. I don't know. Okay, so I think, I don't know. I think let's go reactor. We've got enough weapons that will be able to take advantage of the faster fire speed. I wonder if that affects the turret. That would be interesting to know. Really hoping pneumatics show up. Have I mentioned that at all? I feel a little slow right now. Like almost as if my mech has a gigantic backlog it's carrying. That's all right. Okay. Oh, there they are. All right, now we're ready to win, right? It already feels like I'm in a Corvette. I mean, it's such a change. And I know, I put some points into it, right? So that, I mean, that certainly helps it feel a little bit stronger right off the bat. But my God, it's just a world of difference. Wonderful. All right. Don't sleep on pneumatics, let me tell you. It's very important. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. I haven't seen those things get pushed like they do in Vampire Survivors, Because typically, I mean, as long as you've got some good skills at that point, the bats aren't too difficult. But what happens is the horde will push them into you, and then can be a little bit of a problem. It can ruin your day. All right, let's get a face full of guano. All right. I don't know. Jury's out. Jury's out on how this is going to go. I mean, the armor is certainly going to help, but I don't know if we're strong enough yet. We'll go with the Cosmic Guardian. Would be cool to see that evolved. Even at level 6, I don't know that it's doing a ton of damage. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I like that it has defensive and offensive properties to it. All right, level 10 chem tank. So there's that. I think what we're gonna do is just hide in our green gas and hope for the best while these guys are surrounding us. And I'll do this little spin maneuver. In real life, those make me dizzy as hell. Boy, hard to say no to pneumatics, but I think weapons are so important right now, and it's going to reduce the reload speed. We're going to do that. That one could come back to bite me, but I think that was the way we needed to go for right now. Maybe the spinny things are doing okay for us right now. I'm thinking reactor. Need to keep leveling up, that's for sure. As the larger dudes are right around the corner. We're gonna go Cosmic Guardian again. We're sticking with that. Okay. You know what? I want to stick by my auto turrets as well. We'll go Cosmic again. Now, let's see. So capacity goes up. I think capacity in this case is referring to the size. The damage is going up and the rate of fire. So probably the speed of rotation, I'm assuming there. Okay, yeah, they are getting bigger. All right, the Cosmic Guardian might end up saving the day here because this is stopping me from taking damage. And what it's also helping with is the buildup of armor. Boy, oh boy. It reduces... okay. You know, I think we're going to go auto turret here. Just because it seems like in this stage you're kind of staying in one spot. And as long as I can kind of cower by the auto turrets a little bit, which I don't know if that's going to stay true now that these gigantic guys are coming. We're going to find out in a moment, aren't we? Okay. I really want another upgrade for the Cosmic Guardian. Let's do this. Get even more crits to happen if we can. I'm not like fully running into the crowd, but it seems like I am able to keep up with them, at least. A little late in the game to go missile launcher. I'm leaning towards, yeah, I'm leaning towards the laser blaster. one more upgrade to the laser blaster, and there's basically no cooldown, no reload time, which is a good point to have it at. All right, we seem to be keeping up with them. Oh, okay. Beautiful. We're gonna get bigger. All right, we need one more to the Cosmic Guardian. And then I think we'll see if we can get an evolution out of it. Oh, there it is. Spawns a cosmic energy ball around. Yeah, of course it does. But what does the evolution do? Well, we're going to find out. Antimatter Guardian. Okay. Is it just ultra strong? Or the speed? Like, I can't... All right. That's cool. We'll go with the reactor. How about that? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's strong, but usually the evolutions, you know, they make a slight change in what it does. So maybe I'm just completely blowing it, but I don't see too much of a difference in what was happening. Maybe the damage is just a lot higher. Let's see. Let's go auto turret again. I think they're doing their thing for the most part. All right, nice little spin maneuver there. One of these guys got through. I think I was moving too fast. Kind of right around here is where things tend to go straight to hell for me. We'll go auto turret again, actually. Yeah, I've been staying in one spot, so I think these things can do their thing. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, I want to go collect all these gems, or as many as we can, at least. These guys are getting a lot closer than I'd like them to. Level 3. I don't know. I think we go with that. Just stack up those crits where we can. I don't need any health, but I could use some armor. Oh no, that's a different looking dude. Oh boy. Oh, these guys are a lot harder to take down. This is where the weapon movement, the trajectory is going to really hurt me. Where I can only fire in the direction I'm moving. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I knew that eventually that was going to create challenges. But that was cool. You know, we got to see the Cosmic Guardian evolution. Hey, you know, this is an alpha. I'm sure we're going to see more happening in terms of the evolutions. Was definitely hoping for a little bit more there. But, you know, let's see. Where do we want to put this point at? I do like the Tesla coil. You know what? Let's just pop it in these general ones, because I think these are super important along the way. And maybe another in the reactor as well. You know, sometimes you end up with the missile launcher too. So it's kind of the luck of the draw. I think eventually I'll have to put some points in there as well. Let's do one re-roll. All right, folks. Well, that's where I'm going to end this one. We definitely didn't get to the 4 evolutions today. That's going to be very hard to pull off in that level. The level's tough, but you know what? This game continues to be great, and we're going to keep playing it on the channel. And yeah, let us know what games you were really fond of from the arcade era. Yeah, I know there's still some here and there, but they're few and far between. I think more often now you see these places opening up in the malls across the country where you can go in and give them $10 and they've got 15 PS5s and 20 computers with 30 80s, and they're all networked together, and you're just kind of paying for time to sit in there and play whatever you want. And of course they got drinks and all kinds of crappy sugar stuff that you can spend some extra money on. And I don't know, I've seen a bunch of those places go under as well. COVID certainly didn't help any of these brick and mortar operations, but that seems like the evolution of the arcades, and I don't know if that's what I want either. Anyway, you all take care, and we'll see you next time on the Go Force Gaming channel. If you enjoyed this, slam that like button. It'll help more people see this game, and if we support the dev, we're going to see the updates, and the game's going to get better and better. So you take care. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.